Hello, Mixer. How you guys doing tonight? As we get here, hi Firefly, hi Elmer, because you're actually in the party. Weird, but you're in Mixer. Oh my God, what do I do, Firefly? So as we get to it, we're a little bit late. I may or may not. There are vicious rumors, so I have prepared a statement. The vicious rumors saying that I was asleep on my keyboard are nothing but dirty, dirty lies propagated by storm turtles, and they should not be believed at any point. It was actually Storm Turtles himself who was late, and that is the official statement by the streamer. So, let's check in with our party. All right, stream. We've officially made my statement. The official written response to the dirty, dirty rumors and our official stance on them. So, what's the party doing? Where are you guys at? Who was the party? Take it away.
We've all just left the town.
You both left the tavern? Okay. And where are you headed?
To the teleportation.
Okay. So you guys are all gathered together, headed to the teleportation circle. Who is everyone? We'll start at the top in voice. Who are you playing, Almeric?
Tonight I am playing Talaka, Azar.
Who is? Give us a little about him. It's the first time making it on.
Well, he's a monk. He recently joined on. He's actually from the Dark Desert, for the lack of a better definition, because he's been born and raised there. So this is his first time actually venturing beyond the desert.
Nice. And next up we have Cruiser Train. Ow, that hurt.
Sorry.
Who are you playing there, Crazy?
Oh, I'm playing Roman.
Who's also
Also from Dark Desert, Fist Bumps.
and is also the same class as him. What class are you both?
Was a monk.
I'm gonna call you the Double Dragons. Cool.
Cool.
So, Roman's kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Kind of quiet. Why did he sign up for this mission?
Rally made him.
No, that actually sounds right. And after Crazy Train, Craig.
Hello, I'm playing Bravo tonight. Paladin of Miller.
Okay.
And I was also drafted.
Also drafted. Now, what interesting fact might come into play today, Bravo?
I was drafted to take hit.
No,
It's-
I was talking more about the location of said mission.
I didn't even ask.
Okay, we'll find that out shortly.
Dude, rip.
Dude, rip is appropriate. So next.
Oh, Wild Reach, duh. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not going into Wild Reach at all.
Okay. So next up is Fallen. Who are you playing tonight, Fallen?
I am playing Riker, who was requested to join, I'm presuming because of the fact that he has kind of an air like a Wild West sheriff.
Which is right, man of the law in the wilds.
Yep.
And then last but not least, Storm. Who are you playing? I mean, it's been mentioned, but
Playing Rayleigh, the party leader, all decided by me. And the exact words that I said to Roman were, "There's a guy here who claims that he's a monk from the Dark Desert, so I'm recruiting you too."
So, that being said, all of you guys make it. There is more pictures, Fallen. I actually have it. I was just getting things situated. You all of you make it towards the teleportation circle. Large stone building. Inside, you see a man with dark skin, known as Gabon, who looks towards you. Oh, where are you off to tonight?
I give him another hug. I'm going back to Wild Reach for the second time.
Back to Wildreach. Do you understand that, you should pick a place to be, generally?
What's that supposed to mean?
He like opens the book, and the amount of bouncing back and forth Raleigh has done, I think, just today. She's got a wild range 4 times. Or was that yesterday that you went that many times?
Yesterday.
He's just like, you see, you know.
Well, somebody's going to do research. I mean, nobody else will.
But what happens when? And he just nope. I'm going to send you. There are people here, and he motions up to the large stone.
We'll finish this later.
Stands on this.
Raleigh, there's a small tremor in the ground.
Okay.
And the door busts open. Standing there is a massive Goliath, who looks, and he's got something in his hands.
Is it bear?
It is Bear,
Tackles.
the Goliath barbarian. So he's standing at a solid 8 foot for the rest of you, who I don't think have ever met Bear. He's one of the NPC adventurers in the guild, and he's book ready.
Yes, bear.
He points. This says cat. It
What?
does. It does. He learned the word cat.
Yes. High five.
He high fives. You see Raleigh go back. He's so excited. She tumbles back onto the stone, and Gavon takes the opportunity to teleport all of you to just outside Wild Reach.
And dramatic exit.
Telek, this is your first teleportation as a member of the guild. I'm gonna need a con save.
Oh god.
I remembered.
Can we just say fail? Can we just go straight out and fail?
Sure. Roll me a
Riker steps
d4.
back.
Say it one more time.
Roll me a d4.
Riker tries to make sure he stands behind him.
Roman! Something warm.
Of course,
on your
it's
back.
me.
Something warm on your back as you're from behind you.
He just sighs and walks out.
As
Someone
all,
should have warned me.
yeah, there's a wood elf that walks by and sees something on you, just kind of waves their fingers as it disappears, as Roman walks towards Wild Reach. Bravo, what are you gonna do?
I'm stand here, teleport circle. You can find me when you're done inside.
Gonna hand him a book about whales.
You get a book about whales.
If it's in common, I'll start reading it.
Is it in common?
It is in common, but there are small sections that you would swear was whale.
So,
We found Dory.
You begin to read this fascinating book about whales and whale culture. As the group heads into Wild Reach. Wild Reach is, I know, Almeric, I don't know how much you've been caught up on, is a city constructed of 2 massive trees inside this kind of temperate rainforest. Elbin and Make, you guys are walking basically through the slums, which is known as the forest floor, towards the center of one of these tree trunks, which has actually been carved. It looks like it hasn't been carved in terms of woodworking tools, but through druidic magic, like the staircases and buildings. I think there was no damage done to the trees as they founded the settlement. So where are you headed there, Miss Raleigh?
To the blissful harp. For the second time today.
So, you guys make your way up to the, let's see, where is it? Looking at my notes. You guys make your way up to the upper understory, which is approximately, let me see, 350 feet in the air. So you're climbing for about 350 feet. Before you guys make your way towards the blissful harp. inside, you guys, stand the kind of little bell chimes as you see all sorts of variety of instruments and things hanging around, but you do not see immediately a shop owner.
Knock on the counter because I spent 8 hours here today and yesterday.
Are we sure this is the right place?
So like a little bell. Ching, 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 ching.
So there's a knocking on the counter. Roman's ringing a bell. What are you doing, Riker? As Almeric or I'm gonna keep calling you Almeric until I learn your character's name. Chill is asking if this is the right place.
Riker's gonna look around and see if he can see anybody or hear anybody that isn't his companions in the back and the area around him.
Sure.
Perception?
Yeah, works.
18.
18. There's definitely some movement in the back room, but over the ringing of the bell, you're not sure that you could hear if someone's speaking. Because you just hear ching 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 from Roman as he furiously blows the bell.
I'm gonna take the bell away from Roman.
Roman, they're trying to take the bell away from you. You're gonna allow it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should have punched him in the throat.
So, Richie, a moment. I said a moment.
Sorry, miss, we couldn't hear you over the bell ringing.
Yeah, who did that?
Well, at least it wasn't one of the instruments.
That would have been next, I'm sure.
Oh, gods. Oh, comes like a... Oh, hello, Raleigh.
Hi.
I told you I've answered every question you had for the last 6 hours.
Well,
Don't know anything else.
Well, you said we need help, so I brought friends.
Riker tips his hat.
Oh, Lord, so they have questions as well.
No.
You gotta, like, pats her up. You see a half-elven female before you. Blondish hair. You see ink stains on the counter that have been vigorously tried to been cleaned off of it. Raleigh, at one point, probably spilled the ink. Asking too many questions, getting excited. As Raleigh does when she gets excited, Let's be honest. Trying to copy all the books at once.
Yeah, her special handy dandy red chair has got black stains all over.
So, well then, if you're here, then you're good to go.
Can you refresh me with the last location that you saw your friend?
Oh, just outside, about an hour north.
Man.
Thank you.
You know, Frederick, he's just always about nature.
I know which way is north.
Do you
I
actually?
think it's that way.
I actually do because I have keen mind.
May I ask a quick question?
Of course.
Because Miss Raleigh apparently didn't know anything about the friend who had gone missing. I was wondering, is it animal, mineral, mortal, vegetable, or in-law?
I guess that with your classifications, it would be animal.
What type of animal?
Oh, it's Frederick. He's my best friend.
Does it
Not
have
really
a
an animal,
particular...
He's see, it's interesting because he's not my in-law, because that would require someone to be married, and that doesn't make sense.
Well, originally it was detestable, so I figured in-law works a little better.
You see, Frederick is just the sweetest person that I know.
But you said it's an animal.
Well, because you didn't give me the choice of person.
I said
Animal,
mortal.
mineral. Oh, I didn't hear mortal. Mortal, sorry. I'll pretend she didn't hear it too. Sweet. All the bell ringing. Still have this weird ringing in my ears. Everyone looks towards Roman.
Yep, mortal was right before vegetable.
Gotcha.
Could you describe Frederick?
Oh, he's got a hearty body, and his eyes are almost a beautiful golden color. Very non-distinct facial features. He's as sturdy as an oak. He likes to collect moss and flowers. Usually adorns himself in them.
Nothing at all wrong with that. Why would somebody decide to try to take Frederick captive?
Because they love his beautiful singing voice. It must be it.
He's a renowned singer, then?
Oh. No, I mean, at least to me. He's got a little stage fright with other people, but...
Well, if others didn't know about his capacity as a singer, then they would probably not be seeking him as a singer.
It's true.
Unless they observed him while he didn't think anybody was there.
True.
I've done that before.
You have to understand, it's probably the pesky goblins that are out there.
Think that goblin thugs took Frederick?
Oh, of course.
Are they
Look at that.
frequently around your accommodations?
No, but, we take walks in the woods. He likes the woods. And, he'll sing. It's just the two of us. We've been counting a few goblins.
Were they ever threatening before when you ended up encountering them?
I mean, they're goblins. So, no, I mean, she kind of picks up looks like a club. I can defend myself. Frederick, he's very peaceful.
I can't say I blame him. I've known some people that were seekers of peace in my travels.
So, please, he needs to...
Is there any way that we would be able to let Frederick know that we represented you and we're not just other people trying to take him captive?
She pulls out like a beautiful type of flower. This is the other ones that know where these are.
Well, Miss Raleigh, since you are the one leading this group, I think you should be the one to handle that.
Gonna put the flower behind my ear.
Just please don't lose it.
I mean, I could put it in my bag, but then there's a chance I would forget about it on top of everything else that's in there.
Just saying, please don't lose it.
Please help him. He needs help.
That's why we have come, miss.
She looks at Roman.
Huh?
Also looks around.
She said, please, he needs help. So I was wondering if she was talking about you, but I remember she was talking about Frederick. Never mind.
Whatever. Drow probably caught him anyway.
Oh, I hope the Drow didn't get him. She starts worrying. Bringing her hands down.
If it's Drow, I'm sure we can do something to deal with it, miss.
But he'd be a slave and they could be in the dark. Oh, I don't know. Never seen the light again. So,
Hey, Riker, pick me up a minute.
Riker picks up Raleigh.
Smacks Roman in the back of the head.
make an attack. I don't think Roman's going to let himself get smacked. $17 hit you crazy.
Think so. Probably.
You're
Let's check.
smacked in the back of the head by Raleigh.
Yeah, just missed. No, wait. I lied.
Yeah, because you don't have your Kensei.
You don't make people more worried about their friend than they already are.
Whatever, let's just go find this guy. And don't smack me, please.
It's okay.
So, the group heading out. Any other questions? Till, do you have any questions or anything?
Is there a particular melody that Frederick ended up being responsive to?
It basically depends on nature. It's inspiration through them.
I was meaning more that he would know that you or somebody sent by you was at least nearby.
No, not really. That I can think of.
Riker gives a nut.
Alright, gonna open my notebook. Gonna pick up where we left off earlier. Question 297. Does he have a beard?
No, unless he's made out of moss to try and make a beard one look like a beard.
Pointy ears or rounded ears?
He always has his ears hidden, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, for the love of pain.
Wait. You're on question 200 and something and you haven't asked those yet?
The other ones were more dramatic.
Almeric, what did you say? I just didn't hear you.
I said, oh, for the love of Palor.
I just now got to the description. I had other questions.
Oh.
Like why she put her shop 350 feet in the air.
That's
a good one.
It's safer. And closer to
Or
the
what-
nobility.
Or whether or not he paints his nails. Why didn't you ask questions like that?
So.
I do have one question.
Sure.
There was a ransom of some kind?
Oh, I'm expecting the ransom. I just haven't seen one yet.
So you have not had any contact with those who have taken him?
Correct.
I have that in my notes right here. It's question number 5.
Well, then maybe you should have
Why
told
did
him.
the bounty say that there was a ransom?
I was expecting a ransom. I sent this through, and I would want to try and be ahead of the curve.
Oh, well, then I guess there's no need for fire this time.
Please, no fire in this tree village.
Well, we don't know just
I
yet
agree
what
with
we're
the short
facing off against.
Please don't burn down the city.
Yes, burning down the city would just end up making things easier for the Drow, but we don't want to do that.
I'm gonna hand him my copy of the siege reports that I've made,
Okay.
just so he can read them in his time.
So, what are you guys heading out? Are there more questions? What are you doing? Brabble, you begin looking at the inside of the page notes. Give me a performance check as you try and sound them out.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Yeah, you properly Dory from Finding Nemo, the speaking whale.
Okay.
What else just looking at you with a raised eyebrow?
Waves. This is fun.
Waves back and laughs. So, any other questions?
I can randomly envision a Kenku sitting there making the same sounds that Bravo's making.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
So we're heading back to Bravo.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys make your way back down the 350 feet, walking down to the south to go get Bravo. Upon reaching Bravo, you come up to it as he's sounding out another note. Where are you? He says over the as you guys come around the corner.
Right here.
Wait, that's a
What are you doing?
language?
Oh, I was just doing what you were doing.
Trying to speak whale.
Thank you, Riley. That was a good book. I'd like to borrow it again and continue later.
You didn't bend any of the pages, hurt the spine, color in it.
And until to your they're saying it's a language. You kind of never heard such a language. Oh, and being from the Dark Desert, you can add Sand speak to your languages.
Done.
So
Put the book in my bag of holding and then
For free?
yeah, you could too. Crazy.
Damn it, I took that as a language.
No, as a
did too.
bonus language, you can have Sand speak.
That means I get a new one.
So, Rob, will they inform you that you have to go north? Like across the city?
We should go around.
Rayleigh points in a random direction that's actually north, but none of you believe her.
They all believe you because they know which
Do I have a
direction north is.
compass?
They do the teleportation circles at the south end of the city, on the outskirts. So they actually know which direction north is. So, bro, you ready to go
Yeah.
around?
I'm gonna have to go around if I'm going.
Oh gosh.
Walking around.
All right. So, probably you're sitting up on one of these pillars, and you see kind of a pathway that leads towards the waterfall. And,
Okay.
And up over here, yep, that's the only way around the city. No one really uses that anymore.
As long as it's safe.
Yeah.
Beat
Inciting.
That didn't sound very assuring.
By all means, roll your insights.
Does Roman dare insight? No. He does. He actually rolled kind of good.
So, okay, Riker passed, as is the rest of you. He has no one goes there anymore. They have no clue whether it's safe or not. It was safe at one point.
Is it like a personal mantra that stops you from going through the city?
It's the fact that they'll be captured and killed.
I've been banned from the city.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you're one of those people that that broke into that house, weren't you? The Elfwaves.
Yes.
Ah, weren't at the siege, were you?
No.
This was the point you say yes.
I wasn't at the siege though.
No, you were AFK, but all the characters went.
Oh, yes. I was.
As was stated, if you have real life issues and there's an event that your character would go to participate, your character's just off screen.
I missed that part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way to go, Mod. Looks at you.
We just
Myself,
spotlighted
yeah.
battles.
He goes, oh, I thought she lifted it because of your guild's assistance. Watchful eye.
Could you
Shrugs,
double check on
walks
that?
off. Oh, I don't know. Looks. I'm
Okay.
a farmer. But sure. Walks
Thank
over
you
to
for the help.
walks like 10 feet away to the guard. Hey! Starts asking him. You guys can hear the conversation. The guard says, yeah, they're pretty sure they're all but the one that died here. Since he's dead.
Well, that's good. He probably shouldn't come back from that anyway.
Comes back over. Yep, confirmed. Walks away.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Riker will give the farmer a silver coin for helping.
Thanks you greatly.
So, Raleigh, who are we looking for?
His name's Frederick. He's our friend. He's our employer's friend.
Okay. Elf?
She said that I asked about pointy ears or rounded ears, and she said that she keeps them covered. Or he keeps them covered, so I wasn't too sure. I'm assuming since this is Wild Reach.
What does he look like?
She said that he adorns himself in flowers, has golden eyes. Just here's my notebook.
It doesn't say what race or what he actually looks like. Tell who it is.
Hardy humanoid, at least.
Oh yeah, that's the word I couldn't think of. could be dwarf in stature. Hardy.
It could be anything. He could be anything.
He's a dragon.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's probably a red dragon.
No, he's got oaken skin. He'd be a brown dragon.
Brown dragon.
We're searching for Radagast.
God.
So, you guys cutting across the city? Makes it a lot shorter.
Yeah.
Sure.
Are you taking the
Yes.
path of many wonders?
I kind of want to go down the path of many wonders.
I'm listening. Probably gonna regret it.
Are we gonna split
If we
off
can go
and, like,
through the
meet
city,
2
I
hours
say go.
later?
Let's go through the city.
I mean, you guys want to split the party, that's fine.
No.
As DM, I'm giving you permission to split the party if you'd like.
And everybody dies.
Not everyone. Some people are going through the city.
No, I think they're. If Raleigh wants to take.
Wow, the city's that dangerous?
No, it's not.
So, you going city or path? Raleigh?
I guess we'll take the city.
Okay. So you guys make your way down the city. Across, it's kind of getting towards night, so people are coming in off the farms, they're set jobs, headed home. Yeah, lots of widows, a lot of repair taking place across the city since the siege of Wildridge. You guys make your way out kind of the northern exit. Pretty large guard presence, actually, out here now. Ever since the siege, that you almost have the army up full standing. And you make your way down and up the path, headed towards the other city, which name escapes me at this moment. I want to say it's like Rainsport. And you're heading in that general direction. Based on Raleigh's vast number of questions added, she takes the appropriate 374 and a half elf steps, and then turns left and heads off on a little beat down path on the way. Because I rarely asked exactly how many strides.
God.
I should have been making a map.
The rest of you see this little, there's like a little sign with the path. But, Raleigh asked how many steps.
Yep.
She would have pointed you to the sign. So, knowing Raleigh as well as I do, and how she So, you guys start heading down this path, and there are, the path is pretty beautifully adorned with flowers. Like, you don't see the exact flower which Raleigh has on her head, but, pretty beautifully adorned. It's a beautiful nature path. Doesn't see a lot of foot traffic. And you kind of come up to this small clearing in the more tighter constraints of the path, which opens up, and there's a beautiful kind of crystalline lake. Not lake, it's more like a watering hole to be fair. Use the proper terminology so you guys have a size in your head. And there is a rock which is adorned with moss and has some flowers growing out of it, and you can see that there are signs of a struggle. It's a few days old. A little bit more than a few days based on the bounty getting there and everything, but you can see that there was at least a signs of struggle. That much is evident.
Like scuff marks on the ground, on a rock and
Yeah,
stuff.
like there's some turned up grass, etc. Bits of the moss seem like they were clung to and someone was dragged away.
Gonna take the flower out of my hair and hand it to Roman and do what I do best.
Okay. There's no one to question here.
I was talking about the secondary.
Well, he's
Investigate.
Go ahead. Anyone else would like to do anything? Now's your time. Make your roll. Tell them what you're looking for.
Would it be survival to try to find out which direction the scuff marks led
The
towards?
tracks, yeah, that'd be survival.
Alrighty.
I'm more or less investigating for like an object or something that belonged to the person.
Raleigh on an 18, and then Roman, Brabble, and Till, if you have anything you'd like to. Even if you don't think you're good at it, it's, doesn't hurt.
Yeah, give it a shot, see what happens.
And also just let me know what you're looking for. Because DCs for certain things are different. Where Raleigh's looking for minor objects, if you're looking for like a boulder, well, the DC is going to be different, right? So Raleigh, it seems like there was maybe a staff or a similar such object made out of wood that was in the possession. And you see kind of like splinters of stuff might have got chipped off in the struggle. Riker, you on a 15. This is a rainforest, so the ground is almost permanently damp, making survival and tracking much easier than like if it was a dry, arid climate. You can see pretty much the direction he was dragged off. You're going to be going into the brush, which might make it a little bit harder, but you at least have the start of a trail. Till, what were you looking for?
Gauging the size of what was being dragged.
You're looking it over, and based on this, you can't be certain, but you're leaning towards either a shorter, medium-sized creature, so like whether it be a short elf or a human or a dwarf, or maybe a large size, like a tall halfling or a gnome, is what you are under the impression of for size. Roman.
Roman's looking like over the general area to see if there was like a scuffle or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. There definitely a scuffle. Multiple, what are assumed at this point to be goblins, and then the one other individual.
Okay.
Bravo, what were you looking for?
Just keeping it like guarding type.
Yeah, no one seems to have noticed you. That you noticed. Any other checks that would like to happen based on your first round of investigations?
I want to check out these footprints, like what the goblin footprint.
Yeah, because Riker has already identified the footprints, you don't have to roll the survival, but you can roll me the nature check that would go along with them. Yeah, they're definitely goblin footprints. There's no sort of, question in your mind that these are goblin footprints. Halflings know goblins pretty well.
What, in her mind, she's measuring them up to Allie's footprints.
Give me an investigation. Their gait and the way in which they walk is different than any other goblin you've seen.
It's alright.
Gaped.
Gait, like the
way they stepped.
So if you are running, your gait is different than when you are walking.
Okay.
Riker chuckles and ends up looking down at his boots, which are boots of false tracks.
You can't make goblins because you're too big of a size.
No, he's just amused because of the differences.
So, anything else that anyone has an idea and would like to look at? Or for?
Is there any signs of blood?
Give me just a general perception.
That's not
As you scan around and look with perceiving, you don't notice any signs of blood.
Alrighty.
If you really want to get into it, then you'd be an investigation for a secondary check.
I was just looking to see if there was any, if there was puddles or splashes or anything like that.
Nothing major on the perception.
Yep.
Nothing even. You'd have, if you're looking for minor scrapes and cuts, you'd have to use an investigation as a follow-up.
Nope. He's looking more for grievous wounds.
Yeah,
anything
grievous
that
wounds.
says somebody was stabbed or something like that.
No, and based on her wording, he's not a very aggressive individual.
He was more worried about the Frederick being wounded by
exactly.
the goblins. Because goblins would be more akin to stab somebody with a knife and then drag them off.
Yeah. Any other questions on this part?
You said it's starting to get dark.
Yes.
Gonna pull my hood up and pull out my lantern, hook it to my belt.
Okay. There is now light for those humans in the party. Any other things you'd like to do here? Are you following the path?
Lantern of Revealing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
take a quick look around that lights out.
Yeah, nothing. There doesn't seem to be any invisible objects.
Okay.
So,
I'm ready. Following the path.
all right. Who is gonna do the tracking? Who is on the track? It'll be survival checks.
Not I.
One monk down.
Probably Riker.
Nope.
There's
Riker
no
can
rangers.
give
It's a
it
fighter.
shots.
Riker's a fighter. He's not a ranger.
Yep.
I know.
Me and Riker have the same.
All right. So Raleigh assisting Riker, so he has advantage. I take it.
Yes.
Sounds good.
I'll hold the light.
It's actually hooked onto her belt. She got a place. It's lantern revealing. It's not like a regular open flame. So she can kind of have it on her belt. It just sways as she walks. So give me that survival check. Waits for double nut ones. 13.
I just rolled here.
As 13 is the one as you're assisting. Riker was said. You get in and it's a little bit hard, but you take a little time, a little longer than you want, before you do come upon and you start following the trail. You're gonna need one more to see how well you stay on it, and see if you don't get off track. Yeah, 17's fine. After that momentary kind of issue with finding the light, or finding the track, sorry, right on it, Riker, you lead up, and you're coming towards like this small. It looks, it kind of comes to an opening as you kind of take a step almost back towards Raleigh to block the light. You see kind of this small. It just looks like a rock before you kind of looked around, but there's definitely an entrance to a underground kind of small cavern. There are definite signs of goblin. Out front, there's a small kind of campfire. They seem to be roasting something over said campfire, but you saw it and not wanting the light to shine.
Riker basically uses his duster to kind of cover it off.
Can I see anything with dark vision?
You don't have dark vision, do you?
Yeah, a half elf.
Oh, you're half elf. Okay, yeah, you can. You're behind them, so you don't see anything Riker didn't see.
Okay, cool.
Riker lets the others know what he saw, though, and why he was blocking off the beam of light.
Gonna close my lantern's hood then.
Yeah, you just kind of keep it to like 5 foot, enough where you can see where you're stepping.
Yep.
How do you want to approach this?
Stealthily.
Do you want to talk to them, or do you want to?
Are there any of them around the fire at this time, Sev?
You kind of saw the initial glimpse and were more worried about getting spotted, but you can go ahead and give me a perception at this point now.
Alrighty.
There are a pair that seem to be kind of dancing around the fire as this thing gets, cooked. And they have these weird-looking scepters that have almost like a goblin face carved into the top of them.
Huh. Definitely different. Riker will whisper to the others, letting them know what he sees ahead. Does it look like the meal is just for two, or does it look like it's a bigger meal?
It looks like it's a bigger meal.
So there's most likely more than just the two goblins.
Mm-hmm. Be a proper assessment.
I want to take a look.
Good.
It'd be a disadvantage because I can't see.
Technically, they're in the light, so it's not a disadvantage. The light from the campfire.
There's the fire from the light.
Yeah, you see them. They're kind of dancing around.
From this angle, can we see inside?
You cut off.
From this angle, can we see inside?
No, you can see that there is the cave. The light's flickering in, but you can't see
Okay.
how deep or anything from where you are.
I want to take it slow and hidden through the brush and try to make it to the cave mouth.
Okay. Roman,
Yes.
I would like a save from you.
Save?
Yeah,
Damn it.
like a charisma saving throw.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
I mean, not bad.
Yeah, you're fine. You hear knock knock, and you just don't laugh.
What? Knock, knock.
And then you hear run off into the woods.
God damn it. Can I, like... I'd probably have to stealth, but, like, to get a better advantage or something. Vantage point.
Yeah, I mean you're pretty sure something just saw you and ran off into the woods, but
Oh.
Can we try to spot what he's...
you see Roman's kind of like suddenly what, and you hear the footsteps. You can try and give me perception. It will be hard. It is in the dark, so you will be at disadvantage if you don't have dark vision.
Not the dark vision.
Raleigh, you swear you see like the tip of a goblin hat darting off into the woods. Tillich, you are a human, correct?
I don't see
It's
nothing.
dark. That's dark out there. Tillich,
This is one of the...
I'd like a Christmas save from you.
Oh no.
See what I mean,
What's about
man?
to happen, guys?
Are they close to me? It doesn't matter.
None of that or it doesn't matter. Yeah, but they're all within your aura. Tillich, you hear a knock knock. It is the funniest thing you've ever heard in your life. And you barrel over on the ground and just begin to laugh uncontrollably.
Oh, God.
The goblins stop dancing and look. In your
I'm
direction.
darting into the brush.
Okay. Tillich,
Can I shoot one?
By the way, on your own. So what are you doing?
I wave.
So Raleigh darts into the bush.
Can I roll my stealth at advantage because my cloak?
Sure. Okay. That gives Brabble and Riker up front. So what are you two doing as the goblins stop and begin to move towards you?
I wave.
They've
That is
definitely
so
seen us
funny.
by this point.
So you wave. He's laughing on the ground. And Roman?
I can, like, shoot it, I guess.
You're gonna initiate combat?
I mean, I could. I don't know. It's, God, I don't really know.
They haven't done anything hostile, and Riley has said it.
You look around, Raleigh's kind of gone.
I mean, I guess I'll try and stealth as well.
So Roman then darts off into the bush.
Like behind a tree or something.
Yeah, they have. I mean, obviously based on the two.
That's what I was asking. I didn't say that I
Well, they've seen at
waved.
least the two of you. They've seen the two of you. With Bravo waving, they definitely see you next to him.
Yay.
So, yeah, Till is still laughing on the ground as these two goblins walk up towards you. They just look at you both, tilting their heads.
In common. Hello.
Hi! Come on, come eat! Your friend's been blessed! And they walk over to him and start dragging him.
You'll actually pick him up and carry him so that he's not being dragged on the ground.
One pat your ass. Thanks, buddy. He's heavy. They walk over towards the campfire.
God damn it! Why do you have to be goblins?
So, there's a number of goblins kind of sitting around, and you kind of see now at this point as the three of you moved up. Eventually, your laughter subsides, and you gain control of your facilities. Till, but your ribs hurt, like you've been laughing for a straight minute, nonstop, uncontrollably. One might say Tasha's hideous laughter.
That wasn't fun.
Yeah, why you were laughing? See, you smile.
He just started or burst into laughter, and
One stands up, slaps his chest. Goblin defense is best in the realm.
Certainly functional.
offensive.
You know it.
You thought we were here to attack you?
One looks sober to Brabble. You look like a demon. You're in the dark, and you have weapons.
Fair enough.
Points to the half elf. In the dark, or sorry, no, there's no half elf. Points, there's points to the wood elf. Has weird mechanical. I want to see them. Can I take them apart and play with them?
Sadly, no.
No.
Points to the human. And we just thought he was lost. Humans can't see. Silly.
Hey, wait a minute.
It's true though. He can't see the dark. Goblins know this. So you see what is on this, folks. It's a large wild boar.
I'm making my way around.
Maybe another stealth check. You avoid the nut one because your cloak.
Oh shit.
Dang.
Cloak of Elvenkind, man.
Right on.
That's sight. Okay, make me, just because one side of it's a nut one, make me a dexterity check to not. There is loose brush and stuff.
Just straight dexterity.
Yeah, just straight dex check. Yeah. Now maybe a dexterity saving throw. Shoot! Well, you get your foot just out, and hidden in the loose brush was a snare trap.
Oh shit.
There's a ding, 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 ding. Goblins look over. Oh, might be dessert. One of them goes running off into the woods.
We were looking for a friend called Frederick.
Looks.
Any clue?
Frederick. It's a name. What does he look like?
Golden eyes. Likes to play with moss and flowers.
Okay, but what does he look like?
Stout humanoid.
Stout humanoid. What kind of humanoid? Is he a goblin? Points says golden eyes. I have golden eyes, but I'm not Frederick.
We're not coming. Sure.
Oh, that's gonna be hard then.
We act.
Anybody here with golden eyes that's not named Frederick?
There's lots of people most of the goblins have golden eyes.
I know, I was like, I'm waiting for all raise their hands. Then we're not looking for you guys.
One says, "They never look for me." Okay.
What's your name?
Name's Zol. I have a goblin generator. Bring it. Bring it, folks. I'm ready.
Can you spell that?
Man. I can.
Oh.
Z-U-L.
Where are you from, Zul?
Points to the cave.
East of the cave?
No, points into the cave.
From inside cave.
Uh-huh.
How old are you, Zul?
They start to come up and start talking in Goblin. Does anyone speak Goblin?
No.
I only speak Undercommon, Gnomish, and Elven, and Common.
They walk over and he just holds up a number of fingers. That many.
How many fingers is it?
It's 7.
What is your particular method of employment, Zul? What are you good at?
Oh, what am I good at? Well, kinda, punch, this is almost a punch in this. Like, making more goblins. He smiles.
Making more goblins. Okay.
Damn.
Is there a particular person that you're looking to make more goblins with, Zul?
Well, of course, I mean, one of my 4 wives.
What are their names?
There is Ulk, Shuffs, Poink, and Ook.
That's not the sounds that they make when.
He knows him.
Oh shit.
He walks over and high fives Almeric. Or
High
tell-
fives, but still, it's like confused.
Could be worse. I thought at first that he was going to end up saying that he was a monk. So, Zul, why did you say that nobody looks for you?
Because I'm always here, they find me. You go look for someone you always see.
Clearly, but you have 4 wives, so why would you need to worry about not being able to be found?
He looks, because I have 4 wives.
That would explain why you're
Yeah,
out camping with your boys.
Point.
It's our guard duty.
I bet your wives look for you all the time.
I wish.
You wish.
All under one lost adventurer's bedroll, man. It's a rough existence.
Not good. Now, I had noticed on the way coming up towards your encampment that there was signs that looked like a scuffle.
Oh, he
Was
can
there a
scuffle
fight
all sorts of
recently?
things. Oh, well, yeah, he was the drow. They attacked the city.
After that.
Not that I was part of, at least.
It looked like something was dragged this way, something big.
Points to the boar.
Ah.
I was
But there
trapped
was
here.
no
Few days
blood
ago.
around it.
The other goblin comes back. And, no dessert. Stupid animals getting out of the traps.
You have traps around here.
Points to the boar. Uh-huh.
What kind of traps do you use?
There is one goblin 6 inches away from your gun, just not touching it, just staring at it, trying to figure it out. By the way, this entire time, not said a word.
Is you trolling?
Slightly.
You like technology?
Another one is behind Brabble, staring at your half a tail.
Waves it around.
Did you get hungry?
No, but I actually had it chopped off when I was younger
Why?
to get away. I was chopped.
That sounds an awful lot like Zutz. He only has one leg. He stepped in a bear trap.
Ouch.
Oh, we told him
owned
to
the
stop
bear
playing
trap?
with it. He did.
It was his own bear trap?
Yeah, he was trying to test the pressure plate.
Ah.
He didn't use the stick.
Shudders.
Straight from somewhere in the wilds. I had one caught on my face.
Excellent. Maybe a Christmas saving throw. Rowley drops over to the side, laughing. Keeling over. I got one! You hear. As Rowley is thrown over a goblin's shoulder and carried, laughing hysterically. I found this one. Can we cook it? It's small. It can be dessert.
She's with us.
He looks so disappointed. So disappointed. Fine. Puts her sideways on one like the stumps that you guys are on.
Thank you for finding her. What off to?
It was good. She almost stepped in Zoot's bear trap. Really close.
Glad.
But Zoot had made a second leg just in case anyone else did it. We would have had her all fixed up.
That would be different.
I kind of want to say.
Roman, what are you doing? Are you still just sitting in the woods, not moving?
Yes.
Okay.
You said before the gate of the houses look different. Do these look
No, I mean,
have the same gate?
they seem to be moving like normal goblins. Roman's duck hunting. He's sitting in the blind.
Yeah, man.
So,
The duck fly by.
no, you're just sitting in there. There's, some bearded individuals. There's a camera behind you. You're on Duck Dynasty.
Yeah.
So, you look at this. Well, you probably want to meet the Jester.
Jester.
Mm-hmm. Don't you want to meet the Jester?
Sounds fun.
Come on then. And they start leading you towards the cave.
Wait, am I still laughing?
At this point, you're finally, coming to.
Because the first thing she thinks when they say Jester is James is here?
Who's James?
I was thinking that too.
Don't say there's another Jester. Oh, the Jester wouldn't like it. Oh, that'd be big trouble.
It's okay. James is at home.
There can only be one. Don't even say at home. Zoo looks to you.
He's not a jester. He's a clown.
Oh, that's different. So Roman,
Shudders.
as you're sitting there, as they start standing up and heading in, you see, like as you're intently staring, some sort of dried meat appears in front of your face.
Okay.
Looks like jerky.
Oh my god.
It's held by a smaller hand in front of your face.
You'll take it.
Starts eating it. Yeah. There you go. He continues to sit. You're not moved or touched.
Oh, thanks.
Do you look?
No.
you're just watching the party. You don't look at who gave you the jerky.
Yeah. We said thanks. He's like, oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Because you had the voice.
It's right next to you.
Okay.
Okay. So, your party begins to follow the goblins inside. There are
So
small,
what's with these sticks?
which sticks?
They look
These?
like they have faces on them.
Oh, these are the Jester had us make them.
Do they look like the Jester?
I mean, they look like goblins, so Jester's a goblin, so yeah.
Can I roll an Arcana to try to pick up any type of arcane?
Sure. They're not magic. Not even a trace.
This
They
isn't
just-
some kind of ritual, is it?
I don't know. I mean, outside here, it looks like a camp you haven't seen. There could be a ritual. You could roll me a religion. It's gonna be pretty hard since you're not versed in goblinoid religion.
Wait.
You remember something, some story about a jester and goblins, but it's all you know.
Can I pick up on that roll?
Familiar.
Can you pick up on what? What would you like to do?
On the religion roll. Like, can I roll a religion?
Do you say anything to your party? Tilek?
I mean, outside of the fact that this seems somewhat familiar, like a
See, like
story or
religious,
something I've heard
maybe.
before.
Yeah, you could. I would say with that key, you could roll a religion. Same. You, somewhere in your thing, but you're still not versed in goblinoid religions. There's a story here though, and it's gonna bug you, probably. Especially you. It's gonna bug you the most.
Bugs me the most because one of my best friends is a goblin.
Mm-hmm. So, you guys, what there is, you are not very far underground, maybe only 6 to 10 feet. But there is a decent size, maybe 100, 150 goblins in this little cave. Seem to be keeping to themselves. I mean, they look like they are pretty well looted out, to be honest with you. Is the best way I can describe it. Like, they have a lot of provisions they probably shouldn't. Like, there are crates that said to Wild Reach, and like trade company names, and all sorts of other stuff.
That's not good.
Goddamn.
Zul looked up to you. We didn't steal them.
How did you come across them?
Now, see, this is the weird thing. So we, have to do our rounds and make sure that the army ain't finding us. And well, we traveled down this road. There used to be a little village. It was covered in spider webs, and there was just all these supplies sitting there. So we took them.
I am inside.
Good. Telling you the truth.
It's a 17.
Yep.
It doesn't have.
Yeah, telling you the truth as well, Raker. Raker, you were on the mission.
I was on a mission that ended up having spider webs and paths.
Remember, they thought the drow took the crates. The drow never took the crates. It was the goblins that came upon all the stuff that was left and just kept looting it because they're like, we're not getting attacked. There's free shit. It's ours. I mean, they're not going to fight the drow. There's no way that goblins are going to fight the drow. But they have no problem being opportunists and taking the free shit. Like, you see a goblin female, Raleigh, walking around in like it probably like 30,000 gold piece wedding dress that was shipped by the lady that did the wedding dresses there. Like they are like, there's a goblin with a top hat and all, one with just the tails that are dragging behind like 2.5 feet. A suit. Like they are all pretty fancily dressed inside the little.
Would I recognize any of these dresses?
You were there, so yeah, you would see. This is like amazing quality work. Now they're dirty and kind of tattered because the ground, but.
What I mean by recognize is would they be the ones that they bought?
No, they left with their stuff.
Okay.
So, these were ones being shipped off to other probably continents through Rainsport.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah. And there's like goblins playing drums and stuff in here. As you kind of come towards a small, like, makeshift door made out of, like, crates. Like they ripped off, and, and on the other side of this you can hear a bit of chanting and kind of footsteps. And
I have a question about the door.
Like, they're a mixed mash of, like, clerical robes. There is one just for you. There's one in robes of Palor. There's one in robes of Yandala. And they're standing guard. They have like their the pole, like the little mini pole arms, and they're just standing outside the doors.
So, do we knock?
Well, hold on. Let me go ahead and announce your presence. He kind of walks through, the door creaks, and you're left outside with the guards.
I have a question about the door.
It's literally like they just took the two, like they pulled one of the sides of a crate off, and then fashioned it to this what was an opening.
So just like one half of it say like,
One half says like Rain Sport, the other half says Wild Reach.
all right, I was just making sure because that's what I had in my mind.
Yeah, that's how it is. Zul comes back. What's your names?
My name is Bravo.
I'm gonna call you Bro. He looks to Riker.
I am Riker.
I'm gonna call you Rye. He looks towards Till.
Just call me Ty.
I'll call you Ty. Hold on. He walks over towards a crate, hands you, puts a tie on your head, climbs up to you, puts a tie on your head. There. Now it makes sense. And then looks at Raleigh.
I'm Rayleigh.
I'm gonna call you Ra. Okay. Walks in. Announcing Bro Rye Ty Ra. And the doors open up. You have to kind of hunch over to walk in, except for Raleigh.
Enter.
Riker enters.
Yeah, you see kind of
Goes on
a
in.
you see kind of a chamber and a goblin with his legs crossed and that almost carved the goblin heads in the top of the each of the where the armrest comes up forming the seat. Can't think of the name right now. It's 2:30 in the morning. They have a specific name. You see like all sorts of stuff here. Like there is collections and there are there's a mannequin put together incorrectly. There's like the head of you think it looks like an elk mounted on top of it. Like it's like a whole like taxidermy, like probably going to a shop. There's all sorts of different things here. There's a fountain just filled with wine. And he looks at all of you.
Looks around. Raleigh.
Wait.
He was back.
You wouldn't happen to have seen what would be a small, bulky, kind of hardy human gold eye, or I don't know if he's humanoid, golden eyes, likes to pretend like he has a beard with moss.
Points to the odd-looking goblin in the corner with a moss beard.
Name of
Is this
Frederick.
Frederick?
Nope, that's not Frederick. That's Zutz. You see, he's got one wooden leg.
Oh, that's us.
The legends of Zutz go far and wide.
Raleigh, give me an investigation check here. He's currently playing with something that probably shouldn't be played with. Riker, you could also give me a perception check here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Raleigh. Between Raleigh and Riker, you look at it. He's playing with like a horn of black powder near a flame. He's trying to get it open.
I wouldn't advise that. That's
Huh?
what you're playing with right there. I wouldn't advise that.
But I need to get it open so it can be my ear horn.
I wouldn't do that. You could do, or at least get it away from the fire.
But then how am I going to see real good?
Bring it over here. I'll show you a trick.
He walks over towards you.
Riker takes the horn. He opens it up, pours some of the powder in his hand, and tosses it over the top of the flame. So it flares out. It'll be like a small flare. Just
Yeah. He looks and he has the biggest sheeting grin. We have so much of this.
Oh god.
He runs off. He darts through. He screams, "Guys, guys, guys!" Roman,
Yeah.
you see, as you're sitting outside, you see this peg-legged goblinoid. As there's a couple goblinoids follow him out, all dressed really oddly, like in big people's clothes. And he says, "Watch this!" He starts throwing black powder into the flame with the boar still roasting. There's explosions.
Roman will look over to his goblin buddy and be like,
He
"So,
waves.
are they always like this?"
Hi, I'm Locke. He waves, shakes your head.
Hi, Locke.
He
Are
hands
they
it over
always
to-
like this?
That's,
They
yeah.
always like this?
Yeah, that's.
Seems they figured out what that's used for.
Uh-huh. They're not too smart. I mean, every time I'm on guard duty, I sit on this log. I'm surprised you missed me. He's just sitting there. He's got a picnic basket full of food. He's not doing his patrol.
Well, seems you got a nice little spot here.
Ah? He points, he's carved Lunk's log into it.
Nice.
So just watch this. So you're friends. Why are you here?
We're searching for. Well, we don't really know what he is, but he's a humanoid. His name's Frederick.
Anything else about him?
He has golden eyes. He sings, apparently.
Oh! The new bard.
Yeah, maybe. Is his name Frederick?
Oh. He got golden eyes. He different, though.
Oh.
I wouldn't call him a humanoid. I don't know what that means. He just continues to eat.
Fair enough.
So, the rest of the party. You see Lonk run off and you hear some explosions coming from up above.
Well, at least it wasn't his arm.
So,
But how much of it do they have?
He said they had a lot, and if they have powder horns, they might have kegs.
I want to make a perception check for a keg.
And if they have,
you
and they
don't need
put
to.
the keg.
There's a keg that was labeled
Stick it.
black powder in the corner.
Yeah, I'm not feeling safe anymore.
And they're doing it up above.
Remember, they were cooking food up there. That's gonna be some spicy meatballs.
So,
Lightly
the
peppered.
jester looks towards you. So, have you come to pay homage to the great goblin jester?
Looks the
Points to the fearless leader.
You're giving me her? Yeah, I could do worse.
Wait, what?
He claps his hands. Goblins
No.
come walking towards Raleigh.
Why? She's just leading our party. She's not a gift. Sorry.
He waves them off. Ah, fine.
As I said before, we're looking for our friend.
Uh-huh. What does he look like?
Slugs to sing, kind of stocky, golden eyes. Kind of like your friend that walked upstairs and blowing stuff up now, but I don't think a goblin.
What race?
Not sure.
Well, then how am I supposed to know? He's here.
You didn't know what this is, and holds up the powder horn.
That's about powder.
Why was your companion trying to use it through his eye?
He wanted to turn the horn into an ear horn. He
Why
didn't care
didn't he
what's
empty it?
inside. He was trying to. He was trying
If
to
he-
empty it.
If he knew what it was, why end up playing with it right next to fire?
Because Zoots doesn't like to listen.
That would explain why he needs an ear horn.
Nods. I decreed it. He needed an ear horn. Doesn't listen well. We told him not to stick his foot in a bear trap, and you saw the peg leg.
I did see the peg leg. I was trying to prevent him from ending up having any more bodily harm coming from doing things wrong.
He smells. Zoot does his best work when he's missing a limb.
Well, fortunately, he's already a leg above the rest.
I like this one.
It may be possible that I may be able to come up with some trades for some of the goods that you and your companions have acquired.
Ah, no, we take what we need. We're good. Thank you, though. These are offerings left by the traders.
Traders or traitors?
Traders.
Okay. Are you sure that they were left purposely?
Well, yeah. They vanished. Goods behind. Became offerings.
Well, drow can tend to do that.
Huh? That's why we hide. No need to deal with drow.
Well, that could change.
Let the elves deal with the elves' problems.
So you're hiding underground from things that live underground?
He motions to the fact that there's no deeper thing. Yes, they much farther underground.
That's changing.
Uh-huh. And they attacked the city, didn't find the Goblin Keep.
That could change too.
I would love if they tried.
I'm sure they would love to try.
He goes, we'll just let Zoot take the black powder to them.
So outside of us, were there any other non-goblins brought here?
He motions to like a plate of bones, some chickens. We took a cow. She had this.
Preferably the things that you didn't eat?
Throws a names tag. Well, yeah, of course.
Does the name tag say
Does the name what?
Does the name tag say Bessie?
It does.
Can I keep this?
Sure.
Put it in my bag of holding.
Couple goats. We have a goat. Points over to a goblin who opens like another one of these crate doors and pulls out a goat.
Oh, they have a little bit of everything here.
You have any sheep?
No, sorry. We got wool though. A goblin opens a box of wool that needs to be treated. So,
Can you guys read?
Yeah, of course we can read. Can you?
This is the time that I've now pulled out all of my notes.
He has goblins come over and grab them. He looks at them. He just looks at them. They hold them open for him. He can't write though. Motions away. None of them are in goblin. Very disappointed.
I don't know Goblin.
So,
My friend back home keeps telling me about this cleric that talks to her Goblin. It's weird.
shall we come and shall you sit and we shall feast?
On the boar upstairs?
No. Zoot's gone and black powdered it now. Probably chunks everywhere. Roman, Zoot starts rolling a barrel towards the fire. There's a large explosion. Even felt the ground shakes underneath. Roman, the boar's head and some of the meat lands in your lap as it explodes, sending boar everywhere. It's very tender. And there goes dinner. Well, their dinner.
I wonder how close Zoot was at the time.
You just hear, I'm okay! Oh god, I can only count to 4 now!
You didn't need that finger anyway.
The others were standing back. They're much smarter than Zoot. So, You see as some goblin females like in either wearing one half of the maid's outfits made for like regular like staff come out and start they bring there's a table and they start bringing selections of food and stuff. And,
Thank you.
He sits down. He sits at the head of the table. So, you've come to join the Jester's army. I mean, you're a little bit tall, but we can do that.
Why do you need an army?
What great ruler doesn't need an army?
Most great rulers at least have persons that end up going expansively beyond their own reach.
Exactly.
But you stay here.
Well, the ruler has to stay at the capital.
Not necessarily. I've seen several rulers that have ended up leaving the capital.
They stupid. The Jester's the only one that matters.
There's market.
He looks, he says, entertainment, right? Every good meal has entertainment.
too.
Bring out the bard. You see like this kind of cage rolled. As you see inside of it, a short, medium-sized creature made of wood adorned with moss, flowers adorning his figure. And begins to, after being poked and prodded a few times by the goblins, begins to sing quite beautifully in Sylvan.
It's a Groot.
You can roll nature if you'd like to try and identify what type of creature this is.
I totally.
Yeah.
Frederick?
About that.
Riker, you don't get a clue. Tillich actually knows, so doesn't Bravo.
Oh, wow.
Anyone else? Oh, Roman's upstairs, yeah. This is what you're known as a woodwode.
Woodward.
They are steadfast guardians who speak little. Woodwodes are the perfect neighbors, unless you're a woodcutter. They're basically demonic
picture.
guardians. I'll get you a picture in a second.
Cool.
I'll save it on the desktop and upload it real quick. Get you guys a hand up. And begin to see, does anyone speak Sylvan?
Sadly, no.
Nope.
It's like the one character that doesn't speak Sylvan, Fallen. Yeah. They, he doesn't seem to understand your comment. As people speak towards him.
I
Like a
react
whole-
when I say Frederick.
There's a shift in the eyes towards you.
Riker will point towards the flower and Rally's hair.
A small change in the vocals.
I don't have it. Roman has it.
Oh, Roman does have it, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's a pretty flower, Lunk says to you, Roman.
Oh, thanks, Lonk.
So, you see this creature. And you see that, where the shield is, there's another hand. And the it's almost like the hand transforms into an instrument and he begins to play it. See, we have the best entertainment.
You do. They're quite talented.
In a cage.
Hasn't fully accepted the Jester as his supreme overlord.
I know somebody that you'd probably quite like to meet.
Oh?
Oh, yes, most certainly. He has a number of titles also. His name's Elliot.
Tell me of this idiot.
He's fought in many wars. He's quite a hunter, and he travels on a great black bear. He was actually a ruler during the war in Penrith.
A rival ruler. What's a Penrith?
It's another country.
Ha! Enemies. Okay, understood.
Might not need to be enemies. It might be allies.
How are you going to achieve global domination without having enemies of other countries? God, people don't
Domination
understand.
can end up being made through diplomacy also.
We shall read the books and see if your words are true.
Many
Motions to the
countries
crate-
have ended up doing
Motions to
diplomacy.
2 crate full of books that were left.
Huh. Riker looks at the books.
So, what positions do you desire? How are we going to handle business?
I am sorry, but we are not here to join your.
He looks hurt.
Oh.
Why? Look at all we have. And I'm sure Zook can give you a prosthetic tail.
Ooh, low blow.
That's tempt. Just
You're breaking up a little bit of me. That's tempting. Just.
to see what it would be like.
Well then, your humanoid friend is not here.
Rayleigh,
Yes. Sorry, I got distracted by the amount of books.
There are so
I
many.
think
Hundreds.
their
upon
bard is Frederick.
I was thinking the same thing, but
No, we call him Woody. And that's his handler, Alan. Alan waves with a pointy stick.
Ouch.
Sorry, what's happening?
So how do you want to proceed?
Who are you asking? The jester?
Rayleigh.
I need to go talk to our other confidant at the moment. As he's still sitting outside somewhere lost in the woods.
Oh, we can go find him. Bring me their friend. Alive! A bunch of goblins.
Thank
come
you.
running.
You for that.
Roman, you see a bunch of goblins start charging out, scouring the woods.
Oh,
And
shit.
you start hearing him say, "Alive, right? Alive, yeah, maybe." I don't know. Was that a joke? I don't know. Sometimes he jokes. We'll bring him back whatever condition we find him in. They start running.
Locke, you gotta hide me.
Locke just keeps eating. We're headed.
Okay, well, gotta get me in there.
They're in the woods. Walk.
Oh,
Or you want
okay.
me to bring you?
I mean, would that help?
Yeah. So I get a plan. Do you trust me? He hands you the piece of jerky.
Jesus. Fine, yeah.
Okay. He yells something out in Goblin. Rowan, you are surrounded by goblins, about 40 of them, and they start hog-tying you, and put a stick through, and start carrying you down. Lunk riding on top of the pole.
Locke, I trusted you.
You're helping me out! I'm gonna let you go.
Locke, you better get.
You're gonna get me laid, okay, buddy? Come on, thumbs up. You're
Locke, you
ruined.
better.
All these people, all these goblins are looking at you as you're hog-tied on like a spit, being carried in, and all these goblin women are looking at him like he's a hero.
Get me what I want, Locke, I swear.
It's working. I just hope he's actually been alive. Otherwise, this is a terrible plan. So the doors swing open as Roman on a spit, tied up in a hog tie, being ridden by a goblin, is brought into the room.
Well, looks like the stealthy ones arrived.
I found him!
Fanfare.
He steps down. And you actually want him alive, right? And the jester nods. Okay, let him down, boys. They cut you down. You kind of land with a thud.
Roman, you still have the flower?
Yeah.
Search on yourself.
What?
You were attacked by 40 goblins and tied up.
5 discount.
Wait, what do I have to roll?
Roll me just an investigation. Starts patting you down. You don't have it. The rest of you, with your perceptions, see one of the goblins has it in their hair.
I think he might have taken that from you.
I am a female, good sir, and walks over and slaps you.
Can I have the flower back? It belongs to me.
I didn't catch you. It's only fair. She hands it to you.
Thank you.
She walks off, cursing under her breath.
I show it to Frederick. Or, Woody, my bad.
The eyes seem to recognize it.
Put it through the cage to him?
He takes it and puts it on him, holding it close. That's a very nice tribute to my bard.
Honk.
Yeah. Robin, what's up?
To
It's like in a hushed tone.
Mhm.
Okay, so I got you what you wanted. Now you gotta give me what I want.
I got you what you want. You're inside.
No, I want something else.
Well, you should have made that clear at the deal. We're in the jester's quarters now. I can't really help you.
Damn it.
Bravo, you were saying something.
What would you trade for the bard? What could we trade for the bard?
Points to Raleigh.
Not really.
Points to Roman.
What? No!
How long likes him? I like that what no is in character, I think. And what do you offer?
Rayleigh, what do we offer?
A year's supply of venison.
Looks, it will go bad.
Starts counting heads. Are you sure?
Nods. A year's supply for the entire group. That's a lot of venison.
Well, what Raleigh here hasn't told you is that she's a remarkable hunter.
Is that why she was caught?
By Giggles.
Nods. You see two kind of other similar looking. There's the jester and two of these men inside look slightly different than the other goblins. Yes, it's called magic.
Is that what it's called?
Nods. What do you offer? You're taking away our entertainment. What do you offer?
I can show you your future.
I can see my future. I can show you yours if you continue to not give me true offers. Points towards the pile of bones. Lonk looks over to whispers up, really climbs up. Roman, that's not a good thing.
Shit. What do you think we should do, man? mean, I kind of like it here, but I don't really want to stay.
He shrugs.
Rayleigh pulls out a wonderful snow globe and hands it to the jester.
Walks over to a box and says, "Yes, they do celebrate these weird things in winters." And there's like a box full of snow globes, all ones that weren't ever bought. They're going back to like a warehouse somewhere.
Do they do the same thing as ours?
Oh, Paylor, he's got a whole box of them.
Hands it back to you.
Do they do? Does it do the same thing as ours?
No.
Well, see, if you shake this and look into it, it'll show something that you've lost or missing. Or see, when I look into it, I see my dad.
She looks at it. He shakes it. He sees a missing bard. This just makes it worse. I see a missing bard.
Oh, no.
It's on his mind.
Put it back in my bag. I don't have anything.
I mean, could give him an orbit time. I have no idea what the hell it does.
Tells you what time it is.
It tells you what time.
Clock.
Oh, could give him a clock.
He goes, "We have snow globes. You don't think we have clocks?"
Oh, no.
I could trade you intelligence for the bard.
How do you believe you can trade intelligence? And I swear to Malblog, if it is a book, I am going to cut your throat.
Pulls out the headband that's in her bag of holding and spins it on her finger.
Looks it over.
Put
Makes
this
a
on.
try.
Yeah, sure.
Puts it on. You watch it fuse to him. He now has a 19 intelligence for the remainder of your negotiations. It's
Oh,
a great
God.
start.
Oh, no.
Do you to have binding magic in your items?
I greatly take magical items to protect my people.
If you have magical and you don't know about it, you find them?
With my improved intelligence, I'm sure that I will have no problem finding our magical items.
I could offer a wand of detect.
Magic detection. Huh. A good counter, but,
Yes.
each of these have limits. Well, the first one didn't, but this one has a limit on how many times it can be used a day.
True.
I would say you're 2/3 of the way there.
There are a limit on uses per day.
Yeah, it has 8, doesn't it?
The bard.
Oh no, we can continue to make him play as long as we want. To the point of exhaustion. That never crossed my mind. Until now.
You're welcome.
So, I would say one final offer of acceptable nature. We have a deal. You may take Frederick here or away. Now he's put together all your conversations. Intelligence is a hell of a thing.
Oh yeah.
And just to
I have-
explain to you my nature. If you kill this form, should that thought cross your minds, I have over 100 hosts here.
Wait a minute.
I am what you call a nilblog.
Can you talk that out?
He's a
That's
nabob.
what was bugging me this whole time. Huh.
That's how
I
they
do-
get cast. There are 3 of them in the room.
I do have one more offer. Officers of archery. They can look to use or
He looks at
murder me.
Looks at them
Bracers of archery?
and puts them together and, well, very well, release the bard.
I want to pay for those.
And hands them to one of his personal guard, who puts them on. The surge of magic going through his bow arms. And there is one final agreement. Shall we make before we allow you to leave? You do not tell Wildreach of our location, as they might take it as a threat, and therefore send people to come and kill. We do not attack the city. We do not attack their caravans.
You just loot their caravans. That works.
We what was left behind. Would there be rather the drow have it?
Drow didn't care about it before.
And would have been an excellent trap. A bunch of crates for, other less fortunate elves, would it not?
Just would have ended up being more people that you probably would have captured.
We have not captured any people.
What about him? Points towards the woad.
He is not a person, is he? As you would consider it.
He's a person if he's capable of his own thoughts, his own feelings.
He was taken for being too close. But seeing that we have this agreement and we are acting in good faith, he should be allowed to return to his little pond, and we will never take him again.
Looks to Rayleigh.
I agree.
Very well. The other thing I should tell you, now that the relevant facts are, the drow did, according to our scouts, leave them in hopes that other wood elves, eventually I believe they brought some sort of actual child to be a trap. There's a secondary entrance that the drow use. It's about a quarter-mile south of the main one. Very small. Two of us could fit, but
Thank you.
not. Yeah, the woodboard is released. Would you?
Would you and yours ever consider working together with the elves against the drow?
There would have to be assurances in place. You, 5, know where we are. Locke looks over to Roman. He's using big words. What's happened?
I think he got smarter.
Oh. Okay. What's that mean?
Honestly, man, I don't really know.
Okay.
I'm just sitting here listening.
We're on the same page. Got it.
Yeah.
So, we've come to terms then.
It seems so.
Nuts. Huh. You can find your way out as long as you take the path where you were seen, where you waved. should not have to worry about any of the traps. There are some nasty ones. We let Zoot make a number of creative ones.
By the way, I think he might be missing some fingers now. Just a heads up.
Nah, he'll light a fire under his butt.
Just for future reference, since do we just call you Jester, or do you have a formal
You will
name?
refer to me as the Jester, yes.
Okay.
It is a title.
Thank you. Tell the meal was good.
Nods. So you guys begin to take all your stuff?
Yep.
Yep.
He thinks she was Lunk leads you out. I'll take him back to the path. This way, Roman doesn't step on any of the really bad traps.
Oh, yeah.
There's one where he tied a bunch of swords together on its swings. Oh, it looks nasty. It hit a bear and can cape the bear's head.
Wow. That's so nasty.
I want to see it in action.
I'll let you step on it if you want.
How about we find a bear?
Easier said than done.
What about a giant spider?
No, I don't want drow. He
Yeah,
walks.
that's true.
He begins leading you guys out. Just before the doors close, he goes, "Oh, and do watch out for the blight, the dark ichor substance, laying waste to the wood."
Duly noted.
There is no coming back from that. It's
No?
terrible substance. As far as our people are concerned, we've had a few of our kin blighted from contacts with a dark individual.
Interesting.
I believe I may have actually seen the individual in question before.
Then you are lucky to be alive. For
I starting to hear that more and more often.
did you get his name?
Sadly, no, he wasn't particularly forthcoming with information.
Fingolar is like that.
Spell, please.
F-E... The goblin's not spelling it out to you. G-O-L-O-R.
Thank you.
He nods. And sits back upon his throne. Now, from a 9 intelligence to a 19, plotting his world domination plans.
Right on. We're in good favor. It's good. We're good.
I see a future really, but
So, Lunk leads you back through the forest, saying, "Oh!" He moves Raleigh like one step, and then moves the human. He actually just takes a rope. He goes, "I'm not actually taking you captive." Just ties your hands together and starts pulling you behind on a rope. Just walk exactly where I go. You see, like, there is this small rabbit just impaled by this massive looking, it looks like a ballista bolt. It's one of the traps. You tripped the wire and just the ballista bolt just fell straight down.
That is so overkill.
As he goes, "Well, it's not made for rabbits. The rabbit shouldn't choose the rope." And brings you back out towards the little clearing.
Thank you for your help. What was your name again?
Lunk.
Thank you, Lunk.
He hands Roman another piece of jerky. Actually,
Thanks, Locke.
he actually takes it back and just gives you the bag.
Sweet.
I get more.
All right, Locke. Thanks for your help.
This whole time.
I hope you get, with the ladies. Wink, wink.
Ah, Lunk has lady friends, and he runs off. Wait, Lunk has lady friends. And he just sprints. He just runs. He's gonna go. He's gonna go cash in his favors.
Riley, should we head back?
With Frederick and Toya.
Yeah, Frederick is following you. It's shown that you're acting in faith. And since no one can speak Sylvan, you can't converse with him.
I am Groot.
So does anyone else have some of Roman's jerky?
No,
I would like him.
That's really good. That's what I'm saying. It's actually good if Roman shared. So
You'd only offer once.
there's like there's a ton of it in there.
Riker's still kind of unnerved about what just happened.
So you guys make your way back towards Wild Reach. Some of the there's a couple odd looks as the Woodward is following you. But no one really speaks as you ascend back up to 350 feet into the upper understory. Very quiet at this point in night as you knock on the Blissful Harp's door. The lights start coming on as Frederick, and she just runs up and hugs Frederick. And then starts speaking with him in Sylvan. He wants to say thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Watch the head there.
She pulls out some small pouches. This is all I can afford. I'm sorry. Business has not been too great. And she gives each 100 gold pieces.
Thank you.
And if you ever need an instrument, consider yourselves with discounts. Frederick here is a master woodcarver. And I know that sounds odd. He just kind of tilts his head.
Woodworker.
Wondering what would be a good one for Riker for being a cowboy.
It's gotta
How much
be a
money-
guitar. Right.
How much would a guitar end up costing?
I believe they're on a couple gold. So she would say with discount, I would say 3 gold.
I can do that. Riker
So
goes ahead and pays it out of his
Yeah.
amount from
Yeah,
everything
and
else.
she goes in and lets you select one of the guitars.
Riker gets a real nice looking one.
Mhm. It's the classic old Western style.
The ultimate guitar case, a bag of holding.
Actually comes with a case,
Ooh, that's even better.
which then you put in your bag of holding.
Which I then put in the bag of holding. Keep it safe.
Double cases. Anyone else buying an instrument? Or?
I don't know that one.
How much gold?
How much gold per what?
How much gold did we get?
100 each. So.
How
And
about buying a flute?
a flute? Would you like it wood or would you like metal?
Of wood, but it can also lodge darts.
She says, well, just cover all the holes and you can use it as a thing. But she gets you like a large bore flute. Very, very fine oak. It's got very fine details kind of carved into it. And she hands it over to you in a case. It'll be 2 gold.
Oh.
With discount.
Thank you.
And she,
Do you have any
do you have what? A lute?
loots?
Yeah, there's a wall of lutes, man.
Gotta go spend 30 minutes looking at all of.
Oh, God.
Raul looks over all these lutes. I would say there's one that catches your eye. It's made of that red wood that you see in some of the trees here. They're very kind of decorative. Looks expensive though.
How much for that?
With discount, that's going to run you 75 gold. It's made of the finest materials.
She just hands her back the entire 100.
Oh, okay, here, and she hands it to you. Puts it into the case. You realize that like all the detail work has is in Elvish, like with script, and there's almost like a kind of the very bottom back of like the base of the lute, like over where the acoustic hole is actually kind of a carving of the city itself.
James is gonna dig this so much.
And puts it in the case and hands it to you. Who also probably then puts it in the bag of holding.
Yep.
She blinks again.
Is there like a sitar or something?
Yeah,
Sweet. I want a sitar.
I would say 3 gold.
Okay, deal.
Bravo, I think you're the only one that hasn't bought an instrument.
I'm good with my voice. Bestest.
She nods.
Appreciate the offer, and I may be back.
And she looks to you. Your holy symbols.
Lil.
Lil. She walks over and I just had finished this. And again, it walks into the back room. You see a beautiful, much smaller than the one you dealt with, but almost a replica of the relic that you get. The relic was huge.
Right.
Massive,
Larger than a.
orchestral harp, more than 6 feet tall. This is more like it's scaled down to almost kind of fit into be one in like in your hand, as you see like the small harps that bards used to use in like a tavern or something. Very tiny harp, but an exact replica of it.
Wow.
That is
Oh.
nice.
How much?
She goes, I heard of it. And I saw a picture. I had to make one. She goes, for Malil, Paladin Malil, 50 gold. It's made out of amazing craftsmanship, so it is still a steal with a discount.
Still give 100.
Okay. And hands you this
Easily.
and puts you. The case is even just has the holy symbol actually on it, of Malil. And takes it and thanks you. As Woody waves towards you and starts heading towards, obviously wherever his room is. You get that it's probably like up on the roof somewhere in all like the nature. I hate to say goodbye, but it is the middle of the night.
Very.
Of course.
Good luck to all of you on your adventures, and thank you again. I will make sure that I say the Burning Phoenix has helped return Frederick.
Thank you.
She smiles and nods. As she closes the door, you all make your way down to the teleportation circle, heading back to the Burning Phoenix. And that is where we will end tonight's session. Another Wild Reach quest done. Another step closer to the next tier. The Drow still looming as a threat. And potentially a new ally or a new threat created. Who knows? And we'll say goodbye to Mixer as we do.
Goodbye,
Mixer.
Mixer.
Bye, Mixer.
Storm did it. It's all Storm's fault.
Yep, as usual.
Probably.
He was late. That's it. Again, our statement is this: so Storm was late. It's totally not me. They were vicious rumors. Bye,
I will take
guys.
the
Thank you for the follow, XX Boba XX.